Imagine a world without Google Maps. No satellites, no photographs. People in Europe knew little about the East. They had heard rumors, of course, whispers of strange lands and exotic riches, but these were just stories, shrouded in mystery. Then came Marco Polo. He journeyed to the edge of the known world and returned with tales that would change Europe forever. Marco Polo was born in Venice, Italy in 1254. His father, Niccolo, and uncle, Maffeo, were successful merchants. They traded in jewels and spices, venturing as far as Constantinople. Marco grew up surrounded by tales of adventure and the allure of distant lands. He learned about different cultures and the value of trade. Little did he know that he would soon embark on a journey far grander than anything his family had ever experienced. In 1271, when Marco was just 17, he joined his father and uncle on an extraordinary expedition. This was no ordinary journey. It was a voyage that would take them across continents, through uncharted territories, and into the heart of the Mongol Empire. Marco, filled with youthful curiosity and a sense of adventure, was about to embark on a path that would change his life forever. They set sail from Venice, venturing into the unknown. The bustling port of Venice was a hub of activity, with merchants, sailors, and explorers all preparing for their own journeys. The Polo's ship, laden with supplies and gifts, cut through the waters of the Adriatic Sea, leaving behind the familiar sights and sounds of their homeland. As they sailed further, the vastness of the open sea stretched out before them, a reminder of the many challenges and wonders that lay ahead. Their goal was to travel to the court of Kublai Khan, the powerful Mongol emperor who ruled over a vast empire in Asia. The journey to the Khan's court was fraught with peril, but it also promised great rewards. The Mongol Empire, with its vast territories and diverse cultures, was a land of immense wealth and opportunity. Marco and his family were determined to reach the Khan's court, not just to seek fortune, but to forge connections that could bridge the East and the West. The Polos carried with them gifts for the Khan, hoping to establish trade relations between Europe and the East. These gifts were carefully chosen to impress the Mongol ruler and included precious items such as fine textiles, rare spices, and exquisite jewelry. The Polos knew that these offerings were not just tokens of goodwill, but also a means to open doors to new trade routes and opportunities. The exchange of goods and ideas between Europe and Asia had the potential to transform both regions, bringing prosperity and knowledge to all. This journey would mark the beginning of Marco Polo's incredible adventures. Over the years, Marco would travel through deserts, mountains, and bustling cities, encountering diverse cultures and witnessing wonders that few Europeans had ever seen. His detailed accounts of these travels would later become one of the most important sources of knowledge about the East, inspiring countless explorers and adventurers. Marco Polo's journey was not just a personal odyssey, but a bridge between worlds, a testament to the power of curiosity and the human spirit's unending quest for discovery. The Polos' journey was long and perilous. They embarked on this incredible adventure with a sense of determination and curiosity, knowing that the path ahead would be fraught with challenges. The rugged mountain passes they traversed were not just physically demanding, but also mentally exhausting. Each step taken on the steep mountain paths brought them closer to their destination. Yet the snow-capped peaks served as a constant reminder of the harsh conditions they had to endure. They traveled for 3.5 years, crossing treacherous mountain ranges and vast deserts. The journey through the scorching deserts was particularly grueling. The relentless sun beat down on them, and the arid landscape offered little respite. They faced scorching heat, bitter cold, and the ever-present danger of dehydration. The extreme weather conditions tested their resilience and fortitude, pushing them to their limits. And the constant threat of bandits. The Polos had to be ever vigilant, as bandit attacks were a common occurrence on these ancient trade routes. They encountered diverse cultures along the way, each with its own unique traditions and customs. These encounters were both enlightening and challenging, as they had to navigate the complexities of different societies while ensuring their own safety, and witness the wonders of the Silk Road, a bustling network of trade routes that connected East and West. The marketplaces were teeming with merchants and traders from all corners of the world, exchanging goods, ideas, and stories. The Silk Road was not just a route for commerce, but a melting pot of cultures, where East met West in a vibrant tapestry of human interaction, a network of trade routes that connected East and West. This ancient highway facilitated the exchange of not only goods like silk, spices, and precious metals, but also knowledge, art, and technology. The Polos marveled at the ingenuity and diversity they encountered, realizing that the Silk Road was a conduit for the flow of civilization itself. Along the way, Marco learned to speak local languages, adapt to different customs, and immerse himself in the rich tapestry of cultures they encountered. His ability to communicate and connect with the local people opened doors and created opportunities for deeper understanding and mutual respect. Marco's curiosity and willingness to learn made him a bridge between worlds, fostering connections that transcended borders, and navigate the challenges of their epic journey. The Polos' resilience and determination were tested time and again as they overcame obstacles and navigated difficult terrain. Marco Polo's leadership and resourcefulness were crucial in guiding the caravan through the most treacherous parts of their journey. Their story is a testament to the human spirit's ability to endure and thrive in the face of adversity, leaving a legacy that continues to inspire adventurers and explorers to this day. Finally, in 1275, the Polos reached their destination, the court of Kublai Khan in Xanadu, his summer capital. Khan was impressed by Marco's intelligence and eagerness to learn. He took the young Venetian into his service. For the next 17 years, Marco traveled throughout Khan's vast empire, serving as his ambassador, tax collector, and explorer. During his travels, Marco Polo encountered wonders that had never been seen before in Europe. He marveled at the grandeur of Chinese cities, with their paved streets, bustling markets, and magnificent palaces. He was astonished by technological advancements such as gunpowder, paper money, and the use of coal for fuel. Marco also observed the diverse cultures and customs of the people he encountered, from the nomadic tribes of the steppes to the sophisticated courtly life in Xanadu. In 1292, after many years in Kublai Khan's service, the Polos were finally granted permission to return home. They set sail from China with a vast fortune in jewels and stories. Their journey back to Venice was just as perilous as their outward journey. They faced storms at sea, attacks by pirates, and the ever-present dangers of the Silk Road. But through it all, Marco never lost sight of his home. Upon their return to Venice in 1295, the Polos found themselves practically strangers in their own city. They had been gone for 24 years. People were amazed by their stories of the East. Marco Polo dictated his account of his travels to a fellow prisoner while imprisoned during a war between Venice and Genoa. This book, known as The Travels of Marco Polo, became an instant sensation. At first, many people doubted the truth of Marco Polo's stories. They seemed too fantastic to be true. How could there be cities larger than any in Europe? Could paper money really be used instead of gold? Yet, over time, many of Marco Polo's descriptions were confirmed by other travelers and explorers. His book helped to open up the East to European imagination and trade. Marco Polo's journey had a profound impact on Europe. His book inspired generations of explorers, including Christopher Columbus, who carried a copy of the Travels with him on his voyages. Marco Polo's descriptions of the East fueled European curiosity about Asia, leading to increased trade and cultural exchange. His journey helped to break down barriers between East and West, fostering a greater understanding of the world. Marco Polo died in 1324, but his legacy lived on. His death marked the end of an era, but the stories of his adventures continued to inspire countless generations. His final resting place in Venice became a symbol of the end of one journey and the beginning of many others. The tombstone, weathered by time, stands as a testament to a life lived in pursuit of the unknown. His name became synonymous with adventure and exploration. Marco Polo's tales of distant lands and exotic cultures ignited the imaginations of explorers and adventurers for centuries. His accounts of the vast and diverse world beyond Europe opened the eyes of many to the possibilities that lay beyond their own borders. The spirit of exploration that he embodied became a driving force for future generations, pushing the boundaries of what was known and what could be discovered. His journey along the Silk Road remains one of the most remarkable feats of travel in human history, Traversing thousands of miles through harsh deserts, towering mountains, and bustling cities, Marco Polo's travels were a testament to human endurance and curiosity. The Silk Road, a network of trade routes connecting the East and West, was not just a path for goods, but a conduit for ideas, cultures, and knowledge. Marco Polo's detailed descriptions of the places he visited and the people he met provided a valuable glimpse into the interconnectedness of the ancient world. And his book, The Travels of Marco Polo, continues to captivate readers centuries later, transporting them to a world of wonder and discovery. Written in the late 13th century, the book was one of the first to offer a comprehensive account of the East from a European perspective. It described the wealth and splendor of the Mongol Empire, the customs and traditions of various Asian cultures, and the marvels of lands that were previously unknown to Europeans. The book became a bestseller of its time, translated into multiple languages and read by people across Europe. It not only entertained, but also educated, providing valuable information for merchants, scholars, and future explorers. Marco Polo's story reminds us that the world is full of surprises, and that the greatest journeys are often those that take us beyond the familiar. His legacy lives on in the spirit of modern-day explorers and travelers who continue to seek out new experiences and push the boundaries of human knowledge. From the highest peaks to the deepest oceans, the spirit of adventure that Marco Polo embodied continues to inspire us to explore, discover, and connect with the world around us. His enduring impact is a testament to the power of curiosity and the human desire to understand and experience the world in all its diversity. Thank you for joining us on this journey through history on History Uncovered. We're passionate about bringing you the stories and events that have shaped our world, and we're thrilled you're along for the ride. If you enjoyed this episode and want to explore more historical tales, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Your support means the world to us and helps us continue creating content that dives deep into the past. We'd also love to hear your thoughts and suggestions, so feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks again for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next adventure through history.